Welcome to Healthy Future Vision. I'm grateful to share this moment with you. May it bring hope, healing, and peace to your day. Hello, my precious friends. Let's be honest with each other for a moment. Is the first thought you have every morning not, "What amazing thing will I do today?" but rather, "What tune will this knee or this hip be singing today?" It's more than just physical pain, isn't it? It's a silent sigh every time you have to skip a trip, refuse to pick up a grandchild, or simply think of climbing the stairs as an impossible mission. For those of us in our 50s, 60s, and 70s, joint pain doesn't just steal physical flexibility. It steals your freedom. It steals your joy. It steals the hope for a meaningful final chapter in life. And the saddest thing of all is that we've been taught to accept it as an inevitable part of aging. If it's worn out, it has to hurt. Live long. Suffer long. With over 3 decades in the field of health, especially working with those entering their golden years, I'm here today to tell you a revolutionary truth. Over 90% of the chronic joint pain you're enduring is not a permanent death sentence called degeneration. It is not a design flaw placed upon your body by nature. Instead, it is an urgent message from a neglected system. A message the modern medical industry, with its excessive focus on scalpels and pain medication, has either consciously or unconsciously ignored. I am not saying surgery is useless, nor am I saying that painkillers have no place in medicine. But for most of us, they are merely expensive bandages placed over a much deeper wound. If you are looking for a magic pill to swallow this problem away, this is not the place for you. But if you are ready to embark on a philosophical and scientific journey to understand that your body is constantly trying to heal itself, and your joints possess an astonishing capacity for regeneration, then please stay with me. In this video, I won't repeat the same old advice like take more calcium or just stretch. We are going deep into the 7 root factors, the silent saboteurs, that I've identified through the experience of thousands of patients. From the chaos in your gut to the absence of sunlight, we will uncover the golden principles for neutralizing pain and the simple, profound doctor's tips that can completely change your quality of life in just a few weeks. This is a conversation about regaining the right to self-determination on your own 2 feet. This is a conversation about lost freedom. Let's begin. My friends, chronic pain, much like a cryptic poem, always holds a hidden meaning. Our job is to decode it. Joint pain is not a problem of the joint. It is a problem of the system. And when you change the system, the joints will follow. We will delve into these 7 factors. Each one is a key to unlocking your freedom of movement. My friends, chronic pain, much like a cryptic poem, always holds a hidden meaning. Our mission is to decode it. Joint pain is not a problem of the joint. It is a problem of the system. And when you change the system, the joints will follow. We will delve into these 7 factors. Each one is a key to unlocking your freedom of movement. 1. Cellular drought. The tears of the joint. This is a truth so simple we often overlook it. Your synovial fluid, that miraculous lubricating liquid that keeps your joints gliding smoothly, is mostly water. When you are chronically dehydrated, this fluid becomes thick, viscous like old motor oil. Friction increases. And friction, according to physics, always leads to wear and tear and pain. I often tell my patients, your body doesn't just need water. It needs the permeation of water. Drinking plain water is good, but are you truly hydrating the cartilage cells? Doctor's tip. Start your day with a large glass of warm water, adding a slice of lemon and a tiny pinch of Himalayan sea salt. Salt is not the enemy. It provides the essential electrolytes for water to truly enter the cells, not just flow through you. This is the deep hydration ritual I call the drink of awakening. Nutrient-starved lifestyle. Joints craving the light. This factor is an open secret. I'm talking about vitamin D. We always treat it as the vitamin for bones. Mistake. Vitamin D is a master switch in your body. It regulates over 2,000 genes, many of which are anti-inflammatory and regenerative. When your vitamin D levels are low, below the ideal range I commonly see in most Americans over 50, you are not just missing a nutrient. You are shutting down a powerful internal healing system. Your joints are not just wearing out. They are lacking the directives to repair themselves. Simple scientific evidence. Studies show that people with optimal vitamin D levels have a significantly lower frequency of joint pain. Imagine vitamin D as the commander-in-chief. If the commander is absent, the cartilage repair and inflammation firefighting teams don't know what to do. Golden principle. Get your vitamin D levels checked and supplement, not just to reach the normal range, but to reach the optimal range, often higher than standard lab thresholds. The origin of inflammation. Gut health. This is the extra factor I specifically want to emphasize, as it is the very root of systemic inflammation. Your joints and your gut may seem unrelated at first glance, right? But they have a profound connection. When you have a condition called leaky gut, due to poor diet, stress, or antibiotics, your intestinal barrier becomes porous. This allows toxic debris, undigested food particles, and toxins to enter the bloodstream. Your body, being highly intelligent, recognizes them as enemies and launches a full-scale war, systemic inflammation. And where does the residue of that battle often settle? Your joints. Your joint pain may just be an echo of the battle raging in your gut. Compelling argument, think about it. If you put duct tape on a tear in your clothes, it doesn't solve why the clothes tore in the first place. Heal the gut. Doctor's tip. Supplement with collagen. Consume fermented foods, natural probiotics, and eliminate common irritants like sugar and processed vegetable oils. The acidic environment. Joints melting from within. This is a slightly philosophical, yet extremely critical concept. Your body constantly strives to maintain a very narrow pH balance, but the modern diet, full of red meat, refined sugar, and processed grains, pushes the body into a state of slight acidity. To combat this acidification and protect vital organs, the body is forced to scavenge alkaline minerals to neutralize the acid. And guess where the largest reserve of alkaline minerals is stored? Your bones and cartilage. The pain is not just wear. It is the process of mineral sacrifice from your joints to save your life. Golden principle. Adopt the 80-20 rule of acid-alkaline balance. 80% of your food should be alkali-forming, dark green vegetables, potatoes, fresh fruit, and 20% should be acid-forming, meat, grains, dairy. This doesn't just protect your joints but also nourishes your bone density. The fear of movement. Starving cartilage when we hurt, our instinct is to avoid movement. This is a fatal error which I call the vicious cycle of pain. Your joint cartilage does not have its own dedicated blood supply for nourishment. It has only one way to receive nutrients and remove waste, through the compression and release of movement. Exercise is like pumping food into the cartilage. If you stand still, your cartilage starves. Real-world experience. I have witnessed hundreds of patients make spectacular recoveries simply by changing how they move. Not necessarily the amount of movement. Doctor's tip. If you have acute pain, don't run. Adopt isometric exercise therapy. Exercises that contract the muscles without moving the joint. For example, a wall sit where you lean against the wall and hold a sitting posture, or contracting your thigh muscles and holding. This builds muscle strength without damaging the cartilage, helping stronger muscles support the joint. Muscular imbalance, architectural misalignment. Imagine your body as a building. The joints are the hinges, but the muscles are the supporting cables. If one group of cables, muscles, is too strong and the opposing group is too weak, the hinge, joint, will be pulled out of alignment, causing uneven pressure. This is muscular imbalance. It forces the joint to operate at an unnatural angle, accelerating local wear. You may have healthy cartilage, but if your glutes are weak, your knee will slightly twist with every step you take, leading to incessant pain. Expert message. Your knee pain might not be a knee problem. It might be a hip and core problem. Golden principle. Focus on balancing strength, not just increasing it. Small exercises that focus on stabilizer muscles are more crucial than lifting heavy weights. The accumulation of stiff fascia, the pain trap. This is a relatively recent but profoundly important discovery. Fascia is the web of connective tissue that encases every muscle, bone, and organ. When stressed, injured, or lacking movement, the fascia becomes sticky and rigid. And here is the astonishing thing. Fascia is packed with more pain-sensing nerve endings than the muscles themselves. 90% of your joint pain may not be from the joint, but from the fascia surrounding it being constricted. Real-world experience. Many of my patients have avoided costly surgery simply by using a fascia roller for 5 minutes daily. It's like softening the rigid armor that is frozen around your joint. Doctor's tip: fascia therapy doesn't need to be aggressive. Roll slowly, gently, especially around the thighs, hips, and calves. Take the time to listen to your body. You see, all 7 of these factors are controllable. We don't need a miracle. We need a strategy. Now let's talk about how we will reboot the body with the super nutrients I call the joint restoration quad. This is where we transition from clearing up problems to rebuilding. Like an architect, you must not only remove the crumbling walls but also find the best materials for reconstruction. 1. Collagen, the scaffold of life. Collagen is not just a beauty trend. It is the protein framework of your entire body, especially cartilage and connective tissue. As you age, your body's ability to produce collagen declines drastically. That is not a coincidence. Compelling argument: supplementing with collagen peptides is like providing your body with pre-cut bricks. You don't have to wait for the body's factory to produce from scratch. You are supplying the most absorbable raw material so your joint cartilage can regenerate. MSM, methylsulfonylmethane. The sulfur of flexibility. MSM is an organic sulfur compound. In the philosophy of nutrition, sulfur is the mineral of flexibility and connection. Without enough sulfur, your collagen will be weak and unable to form a sturdy structure. Expert message: MSM doesn't just reduce pain, it is a potent natural anti-inflammatory agent. It is the factor that helps your muscle cables operate smoothly. Omega-3, the healing molecules, the resolvins. We all know omega-3 is anti-inflammatory, but what I want you to understand is how it works. Omega-3, specifically EPA and DHA, doesn't just put out the fire of inflammation. They are metabolized into special molecules called resolvins. Resolvins literally mean to resolve inflammation. They don't just block inflammation, they actively clear up the remnants of the inflammatory process, allowing true healing to take place. Glucosamine and chondroitin, the cartilage guardians. I want you to forget the small, often useless doses you see at drugstores. Glucosamine and chondroitin are truly effective only at a therapeutic dosage: 1,500 milliliters glucosamine and 1,200 milliliters chondroitin. At this level, they are not just lubricants. They are the foundational materials that cartilage uses to maintain its integrity. Golden principle: make sure to take them with a healthy fat, for example, with a meal containing omega-3s, to ensure optimal absorption. Now, having fully equipped ourselves with the philosophy and the materials, I want to provide you with a simple reconstruction protocol that I recommend to my patients. Consistency is key here. A. Morning, activating regeneration. Movement in bed. Before stepping out of bed, gently rotate and flex all your joints, ankles, knees, hips, 10 times. This gently pumps the synovial fluid and awakens the cartilage. Alkalizing drink, warm water. Lemon plus Himalayan salt for deep hydration. The foundational trio: take vitamin D, K2, collagen in coffee or tea, and MSM. This is your foundation for reconstruction. B. Midday, inflammation control. Anti-inflammatory stack. Take omega-3s, curcumin boswellia for inflammation, and glucosamine chondroitin for cartilage protection with lunch. Short movement. Session: 5 minutes of isometrics, wall sits, or simple muscle balancing exercises to reinforce stabilizing joints. C. Evening, rest and repair. Alkaline nutrition. Dinner focuses on dark green vegetables and clean protein to maintain an alkaline state. Heat therapy and relaxation. 15 minutes of infrared light therapy on painful joints. Deep heat activates blood flow, accelerating healing while you sleep. Muscle restoration. 400 milliliters of magnesium glycinate for muscle relaxation. This is not a diet plan. This is a philosophical lifestyle that prioritizes your body's natural healing. Be patient. Cartilage wear takes years to form, but regeneration begins the very first day you adopt this protocol. Golden principle: consistency is everything. every single day, regardless of how you feel. The quality of your supplements is paramount. Don't skimp on quality, because this is an investment in your future freedom. My friends, we have traveled through a philosophical and scientific journey. We have decoded the 7 root factors, from cellular drought to gut chaos, and we have armed ourselves with the powerful joint restoration quad. But the most important thing I want you to take away is not the name of a supplement, but a shift in mindset. For millennia, humans have lived based on movement and connection with nature, moving to find sustenance and bathing in the sunlight. Our bodies were designed for flexibility, not to be locked in stiffness and pain. My final expert message is, don't search for a single solution. Search for a system of healing. Your joints are not broken, they are starving. You have a choice. You can continue to accept the old narrative that joint pain is inevitable and resign yourself to endless dependence on painkillers, which mask symptoms while pushing your body toward other health risks. Or you can choose a different path, a path where you take control, becoming the architect of your own health. Consider the cost-benefit analysis I often discuss with patients. The cost of a joint replacement surgery can be up to $20,000, accompanied by risks and long recovery times. The cost of symptom management with painkillers can be $50 per month, plus the invisible and terrible cost of long-term organ damage. But if you invest $100 to $150 a month in high-quality nutrients, alkalizing foods, and simple tools like a fascia roller, you are investing in eliminating the root cause. You are investing in quality time with your family, in trips without limits, and in an old age full of freedom. I am not asking you to change everything overnight. Choose one thing from the 30-day protocol we discussed, the easiest thing, and commit to doing it consistently for the next 7 days. Perhaps it's drinking warm water with lemon salt in the morning or simply 5 minutes of fascia rolling in the evening. Feel that small difference. That is your body's promise that it can and it will heal itself. If you found these principles profound and helpful, please leave a comment below with the word freedom. Let me know which of the 7 factors surprised you the most. Thank you for trusting me and joining me in this vital conversation. Take care of your joints and they will take care of your life. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video.